Shit, everything but a game. Hello world. Welcome back to the Pod Shop, where we talk shit and get loose. Damn, man. Sorry about that. Just a little bit of juice. You need to be a doctor. No shit like that. I'm just a nigga who fed up. Quite honestly. That's basically what I am. I'm a nigga that's fed up. Quite frankly, that's all I am. I'm a fed up ass nigga. I'm fed up with the way they treat us. I'm fed up with the way they persecute us. I'm fed up with the way they view us. I'm fed up with the amount of production and art they steal from us. Fed up with a lot of that shit. Fed up with rights, ownership. We don't think this actually this fuck the string going that side. I'm fed up with all that shit. I'm just a fed up ass nigga. I'm a nigga who's fed up. That's all that's it. You can see me how you want to see me, America. You looking at a nigga who fed up. You looking in the eyes of a man who's absolutely fed up. Muslim invading Europe. Are the Muslims invading? Is it just the Muslims invading Europe? I mean, Europe is not such a nice place, I've heard. So I don't know if the Muslims are invading. I don't think they should be invading. I mean, the Muslims don't belong over in Europe. It's not a good land for them. They don't practice the same things. They think the Queen is God in Europe. Shit. I mean, they don't really. It's Catholic and the Vatican is over there. There's really no room for the Muslims to be over there. What are the Muslims doing over there in Europe? Are they killing people? Are they hurting people? Because a lot of people that study the Islam, you know, happen to get a bad name because of people that are suicide bombers or shit like that. They get a bad name as a Muslim. They get, oh, the Muslims are dangerous. It's not the Muslims that are dangerous. It's certain individuals that practice Islam or study Islam that call themselves Muslims, because Muslim is a person who practices the Islamic faith. So that in that aspect, that's what that is, right? So for the people that the Muslim means just a brother who studies the word of Islam. That's what a Muslim is. Muslim is nothing else. And Muslim gets a blanket statement. Oh, the Muslims did it. Wait, hold on. You're trying to say a religious group is a terrorist group. But I don't see nobody going after the KKK. I have no research, no intel on Muslims invading Europe. Let's look into it. Muslims invade Europe.
Islam is taking over Europe. Many countries in Europe have let in refugees and immigrants, as well as having a rise in illegal immigration that all comes from Muslim countries, mainly, of course, North Africa and the Middle East. The issue is that the Muslims don't want to integrate to Western society. They demand for halal food, mosques, and even protesting to have Sharia law be implemented. People are trying so hard to change European countries into the same places they're moving away from and pull the victim card when Europeans get upset with them. It's an invasion, and the locals are standing on the side and watching Muslims come and ruin their countries. And if this trend continues, Europe's population is going to be replaced with the wrong people. Islam is taking over Europe. Many countries in Europe have let in refugees and immigrants, as well as having a rise in illegal immigration that all comes from Muslim countries, mainly, of course, North Africa and the Middle East. The issue is that the Muslims don't want to integrate.
Muslim.
And here it starts. Islam burst out of the Arabian Peninsula and immediately starts attacking the Middle East. And notice that it doesn't take long until they're crossing the Mediterranean and attacking southern France and Spain. Notice something here. Most people think of Islam, they think of Arabs, they think of desert. And yet here we see that Islam is projecting power throughout the Mediterranean. Notice how the little islands of the Mediterranean are getting hammered. The navy of Islam would attack coastal towns, kill, rob, rape, and then take slaves. So this whole battle map, as it unfolds, you're seeing slaves being taken. Over 1 million slaves were taken out of Europe into the Islamic world. That's something you don't think about much, but it's absolutely true. There were over 200 battles fought in Spain alone. And we also see, however, on the east coast in Turkey that Islam is trying to break into Europe. Now, what's going to happen is in Spain, this ongoing fight that lasted for 400 years, is the Christians are going to push back the Muslims. But now then what has happened over in the east is that Constantinople has fallen, and now then Eastern Europe is getting hammered. The jihad now comes to Eastern Europe. It's pushed out now of Spain. Northern Africa is now completely Islamic. The Middle East is completely Islamic. This is all jihad, relentless jihad. And why is it so relentless? Well, Muhammad was relentless in his jihad. And these people are good students of Islam, and so it's against the kafir, on and on. It was traditional that when the Sultan came to power, the brand new Sultan, he would immediately try to launch new wars because he was going to be noted in his Islamic history as to how well he fought against the kafir. So that's what the jihad looked like over that time period, 548 battles. But remember, when you bring up jihad, people want to bring up the Crusades. So I also prepared a dynamic battle map of all the offensive raids of the Crusaders. Let's watch it and make a comparison. And so it begins. The Crusades enter into Turkey and the Middle East. Battles go on, but aren't there far?
I'm the biggest star, past or present, in the wrestling world today, and there'll never, ever be a bigger star in the wrestling business than Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Can you doubt that, JR? Can you say he's wrong?
If you smile,
Oh, my.
that The Rock is good. Hulk Hogan, The Rock heard what you were saying in the back. The Rock was listening, and The Rock agrees with you on some things. But let The Rock ask you something. Do you really think that it was the fans? Do you actually think that it was the people that drove you out of the WWF?
What he said.
Is that what you think? That's exactly. It doesn't matter what you think.
What? Wow. Now that was some serious disrespect right there, JR. Oh.
The only thing that matters is you realize it was not the people that drove you out of the WWF. No. They loved you. They believed in you. And damn it, The Rock believed in you.
You should.
But you know what happened? It was years after years after years. It was years after years of you eating the vitamins, saying the prayers, ripping your t-shirt off, running wild over everyone. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild over you?
He plays the trail.
Oh, The Rock will tell you. The Rock will tell you what the people did. After all that, the people ran. They ran all right. They ran You know what? The Rock will say this about you, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, a legend. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, an icon. Quite possibly the best ever. And seeing as you are back in the WWF because of Vince McMahon, The Rock has one thing to say. You talked about headlining, main eventing, WrestleMania after WrestleMania after WrestleMania. Well, Hulk Hogan, The Rock says, how do you feel about headlining one more WrestleMania with The Rock?
Oh my God! The Rock has challenged Hogan! He's challenged Hogan for WrestleMania!
Oh my gosh.
Hollywood Hogan! trying to raise up his eyes were open, but there ain't nobody home, King.
I'm gonna lay the smackdown on his triple ass, NWO style.
Oh, no. Come on. Not, my God in heaven. My God, no. No. No, you gotta stop it.
These niggas, old WWF, these niggas used to drive trucks in the trucks. This shit was real entertaining. Like, you really thought
Get somebody get out there. That ambulance has been ripped
they had that motherfucker hit this. They really had motherfuckers thinking like The Rock was in that truck.
to the ambulance.
Why he hitting that motherfucker with a semi?
What a low-life son of a... What is wrong with these guys?
What a low life son of a.
Get somebody. Where's the help? Where are the police? Get the cops out there. Look at Kevin Nash looking in there. What's... Oh, yeah, they're really cool. All three of them. And a truck.
Hey, I just need to say, I'm gonna lay the smackdown on his triple ass.
Do these animals realize what they've done, King? What they have done to another human being? It's The Rock in there, Jerry. Yeah, they know what they've done. Look at this.
Oh God, let's get out of here.
They just saw what they've done. My God, they just saw what... They looked in that ambulance and they saw what... They saw the results. The son of a bitches are running. They're
The
running.
son of a
Let's go.
bitches. This shit used to be on TV. This shit used to be on TV. This shit used to be on TV, man.
What's Austin thinking? What the hell's going through the mind of the rattlesnake? No! Austin's gonna run in the hole! And he's gonna the NWO is not gonna take that lion down.
Well, how do you people like what I did to The Rock?
No! I think it... Yeah, that's good. Sick.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Oh, you heard that, didn't you?
I'm sure he didn't like it either.
I call you a racist.
Well, I can tell you this. The Rock's injuries are a lot more severe than the official injury report released by the WWF.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
I've heard that. I've heard that. Really
Maybe
heard
I
shit.
did get a little carried away last week. But I can tell you this, Rock.
What?
It felt real good to hurt you.
What? That's the old call to the fans. What? What?
I have it on good authority that The Rock is gonna be here tonight.
What?
Is that right, JR?
Haven't heard that.
Haven't heard that.
And when he gets here, we're going face to face, brother. Oh, but don't worry, Rock. I'm not gonna finish you off.
Started that Rocky chant.
I'm not gonna lay the smack down on you. I'm gonna wait to kick your candy ass until WrestleMania. Because that way, Rock, with your fans watching and the millions and millions of Rock fans watching, there will be nothing you can do. Because at WrestleMania, what you're gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
I can't believe that. The audacity of that man. Less than 3 weeks, King, at WrestleMania. Less than 3 weeks.
Just be quiet, JR.
Hey, excuse me!
Listen to this guy.
Listen to this guy.
You are looking at 3 of the biggest stars in the history of wrestling.
Kevin Nash, you was a bum. You always used to get your
People
ass
not
beat.
realize that?
The NWO expects to be treated like it. You know, people were wondering if you were going to show up, and I'd have to say, you're looking good, Rock. Real good. Of course, I know you're hurting way more than you're letting on. But hey, you've got a reputation to uphold. Mr. Popularity, right? Stone Cold Steve Austin might go down, but I will damn sure take one you some with me.
And he means it. Yeah, but he'll only take one.
Whoa, Stone Cold, just relax a minute. After what Scott Hall did to your right knee last Monday night, you're in no position to be making threats towards anyone, let alone the NWO.
Got a point.
It appears to me you're not in a whole lot better shape than The Rock is, courtesy of Hulk Hogan. And speaking of The Rock, as you know, Mr. Austin, The Rock isn't going to be here tonight. So I'm taking the liberty tonight to produce my own epic saga on the true icon of the World Wrestling Federation, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
His ass tripping. Worse than shit.
So brothers, it
Oh,
looks to
bitch
me
ass
like
Hogan.
you've got Mr. Austin well in hand. Looks like the Gimp is in checkmate. So apparently my services aren't needed here tonight. So if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go back and get to work on my own epic saga. He's all yours.
What? What's Hogan talking about? He's going to produce his own epic saga here tonight?
January 24th, 1984, the day Hulkamania was born. Hulk Hogan, he drops the big leg on him. He's down for the cover of the leg. 1, 2, he's
He gassed. If you think he's gonna wrestle, he's not.
Thinking that before the NWO even got here?
And Hogan, 3 weeks ago, when we stood in this very ring, face to face, eye to eye, you accepted the challenge of The Rock. You accepted that matchup, a matchup that is more than wrestling's past against wrestling's future. A matchup that will go down as being the biggest event, the biggest matchup in the history of our industry, a matchup that will determine who will go down as the best. This Rock Hogan matchup, who will go down as being the absolute best ever. It was at that moment that I made a mistake. Because I was so obsessed with what Hulk Hogan was, I forgot about what Hulk Hogan is.
Big, big difference.
A jaded, self-centered, bitter son of a bitch.
Whoa!
Which is why, Hogan, you did all you could to take The Rock out before WrestleMania. Because you see, The Rock, Hogan, at WrestleMania, Hogan, you could argue about who's bigger, but there is no denying, Rock Hogan, who is better. You know it. I know it. The people know it. Because you see, Hogan was the biggest mistake as The Rock made 3 weeks ago. You made an even bigger mistake. And that mistake was not finishing off The Rock when you had the chance.
You asked for protein, and we went big.
Hey,